Hey guys, welcome back and thank you for coming to have coffee with me. Um, like I said in the last one, there's no rhyme or reason to when a coffee time video will go up throughout the week and what we'll be discussing. So right now, I'm really excited because I love fall. That's about all. Fall. And the reason I love fall is for the holidays and because of the fall flavors and scents. Um, right now, I have a Mainstays brand candle called Mold Cider, and it is currently burning in my office. It smells delightful. And today is August 30th, so obviously I had to go to Starbucks and get a pumpkin spice latte. I do feel like they've changed their recipe a little bit. I feel like it has more clove flavor, but I mean, I like it. Anyway, so um, you know, I just want to come on here and I want to thank everybody that comes here and gives positivity. I have experienced some negative content on my TikTok lives the past few times that I've gone live, and it's really frustrating. People come on and they make such negative stuff about, my weight or the way I look or, the way I do my makeup, things like that. And it's not necessary. It's not necessary. I don't know why society feels like we need to put each other down. I see plenty of stuff in my day to day life, with the people that I live with, or things I see on social media, or even people that I encounter at work. I see and hear plenty that I don't agree with, or that just make me go, mm. Only that's the difference in raising, I guess, because I was brought up that you keep negative comments to yourself because it's not going to affect you if you don't say it, and it's not going to affect you if you do say it, but it's going to affect somebody else. Now, me, I'm completely confident. I'm not insecure in the least. That's, I guess, what people have it figured out about me, especially people on TikTok. I may be on the bigger side of things, but I walk around like I'm just 110 pounds fly. Like I'm happy with me. I'm happy with me. But that's just, I get frustrated at the negativity because it's like, why? Why on earth do you feel the need to comment that? Like, what if I was somebody that was extremely upset about the way I looked or my weight or something like that? Like, what would that do to somebody mentally? Me, I mean, I don't give a damn. I don't. I don't care at all. I just don't. Oh, it's raining outside. I just don't understand why we have to be ugly. It's frustrating. So, today while we're doing coffee time, I just, I so wanted to like this book. There's a fly in here too. Golly. Um, I so wanted to like this book. So we're just gonna do a baby book review. Um, it took me 7 days to read it, and not because it wasn't because I couldn't get into the book. It was because I blatantly just didn't have time. But this book right here, Unspeakable Things by Jess Lowry. I wanted to like this book. I wanted to like this book so much. Um, it wasn't even a big book, so it should. Number one, it shouldn't have taken me 7 days. I should have just read the damn book. I'm sorry, I've cussed twice in this video. I'm sorry. I told my sister, truthfully, we need to throw that book away because it's not gonna. She doesn't even want to read it. I promise you, she doesn't want to read it. Um, I think this was the first book by this author, and you can tell. You can tell. Um, they had the right idea with the wrong execution. There, it started off, eh, then it got real strong, and then it was like, that's weird. And then not like weird, like, oh, that's gonna blow your mind at the end. Weird. It's like, that's weird. Like, why? That's weird. And then at the end of it, I just, I'm sorry if anybody that sees this wants to read it, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to spoil. I'm going to spoil. Okay, so it says this was inspired by a true story. And this is in 1980 in Minnesota. Anyway, there's these two girls. Their parents are, I don't want to say weirdos because, some people see this and they like this type of thing. So I'm not going to call it weird. It's weird for me. Me. Do what you do. Anyway, their parents are swingers. And twice a year, they host a swingers party. Okay? That's not the issue. That's where it gets weird. Because things are fine. The dad's a little weird. Dad's a little weird. He's been in the military. Sometimes he's really affectionate towards his older daughter, not really his younger daughter. So it makes you wonder, is there some shisty things going on with the older daughter? Only it never draws any conclusion for that at all. The mom, I have scratch. The mom throughout this book, like she's for her daughters, but for whatever reason, and it never came to this conclusion, there's so many valid questions, pertinent questions that were left unanswered in this book. This is why it's an absolutely 0 out of 5 stars for me. 0 out of 10, period. Negative. I couldn't. So the mom, the little girl, the youngest, Cassie, she keeps telling her mom, why don't you just divorce him? She keeps saying it's not that easy because her dad's not working. Her mom is supporting them on a teacher's salary. And dad spends all his money drinking and playing in these giant swingers parties and all this type of stuff. But during all this playing out, there's random boys that are being attacked and I don't want to say it all on here. But basically essayed. But by who? By who? Okay. One minute you think that it's the sergeant, the next minute you're like, okay, it's Cassie's dad. Then the next minute you're like, okay, it's that guy called Goblin because he's weird. And then they're trying to make you think that it's the music teacher because he's a homosexual. Okay. Just because you're gay doesn't mean that you are a child pervert. I mean, but like, keep in mind this is based in 1980. So they thought that back then. Anyway, this coffee time was not necessarily supposed to be about this book. I just don't, I can't. So what it all boils down to is Cassie had this little boy that she really liked, Gabriel. Gabriel went missing. Cassie's gonna find. Oh God, this fly. Cassie's gonna find out what happened to him. Blah 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 blah. Tell me why at the end of this book, Cassie finds a finger in Goblin's cellar basement, and she wakes up in the hospital because Goblin tried to kill her. She asks, "Where's Dad?" And that was the end of it. That was the real live end of it right there. So, now throughout this whole throughout this whole book, Dad's saying, don't go in the basement, don't go in the basement, don't go in the basement of her house, of Cassie's house. So, the question is, number one, question unanswered, is was Dad playing house with his older daughter? Question 2, did Mom know about it? Question 3, why were they not allowed in the basement? And why was it never addressed in the end? Question 4, when they thought the sergeant was the attacker, was he? Was he? Because there were multiple other kids that didn't die. So, obviously, it's not the music teacher. They ruled him out. So, was the dad, Goblin, and Sergeant Bauer all in it together? Is that why Sergeant Bauer and the dad were such good friends, aside from the parties? Is that why Cassie and Persephone could not go into the basement of their own home? See why this is a 0 out of 5 stars and a 0 out of 10 scale period? So when she wakes up in the hospital, where is her dad? Never talks about him. It ends with Gabriel's mother coming to say thank you for finding her son, even if he's not alive. Who killed him? I don't know. Who was involved? I don't know. Do I believe for 1 second a 10 or 11-year-old girl single-handedly found the murderer? Nah. Oh, wow, it's really raining out there. It's okay, we need it. So, this was not supposed to be a book review, but since we're here, negative. I couldn't even put this in Tracy's book nook. So negative. Anyway, let's get back to coffee. I got mine made with almond milk because it's better. And an extra shot of espresso. Now I'm reading another book right now called The Breakdown by B.A. Paris. I did do a book review on B.A. Paris's last one. Golly, Behind Closed Doors. I can't remember if I did it on here or if I did it on TikTok. I really can't remember. 1, 2, 3. I really think I did it on TikTok. Golly, I'm confused now. I need to start writing these down, truthfully. Yeah, I'm pretty confident it was on TikTok because the first one First one I did was Colleen Hoover, Verity. There's the mailman. Then I did Kristen Hanna, the Nightingale. Last week I did Tammy Hoax. Yeah, so I don't think I've done B.A. Paris Behind Closed Doors on here. If I have, disregard my confusion. Anyway, so that is going to conclude coffee time for today. Sorry it turned into more of a book review, but that was just a really not good book. So I'm going to finish my coffee and enjoy the rain. We will see you back here Saturday for a book review. And if I have not done B.A. Paris Behind Closed Doors book review on YouTube on this channel, then I guess you know what to expect Saturday. See you then.